almost noon, but actually it's 11 o'clock here. But anyway, I thought that I would say something while I'm driving down the road, not touching my phone because Minnesota's laws. I had somebody call the cops on me one time, said he touched his phone, and like literally the Northfield police came to visit me and said, "Oh, were you on your phone, like touching your phone?" I'm like, "What are you doing at my office? Asking me if I was touching my phone? Are you serious?" I said, "Who told you that?" He was like, "I can't tell you that." I'm like, "Really? Does it really matter? Really, doesn't it? Like, you're that bored in Northfield that you got to come and ask me why in the world I touched my phone when I was driving down the road?" Anyway, yeah. So, not that matters that much, but anyway, I thought I'd say that. So that's why I'm making sure that I don't do that, right, while I'm driving. But anyway, I want to say this to you. The dumbest liberal idea in the world. I mean, they can't get any... These Marxists and these liberals, they really can't get much dumber than what they are, I don't think. Now, they're devil-possessed people. They hate God. They invade churches. They trample on rights. They're communists. They hate God. They hate everything that God represents. There's never been a communist yet that loves God. You just look at it, whatever pipe dream you're reading and whatever books you're reading, they don't love God. They absolutely destroy nations and destroy people and starve them to death. Anyway, but so they have this ice out day this Friday. I think it is. Ice out, Minnesota. So they're gonna, ice out. They're gonna close all their businesses down and not go to work. Oh, these people are gonna all support it. Honestly, that has to be the dumbest idea in all the world. Why is that such a dumb idea? By the way, it's not as dumb as the idea as YouTube throttling everything that I have. I'm starting some new channels up because this is just stupid. But anyway, it is the way it is. So they've been doing it for years to me. It's just they won't completely kick me off, so they throttle my signal. They throttle the algorithms, and they change everything. So literally, I can't. People don't get my messages until like later. But they hardly ever get notified live when I'm live. But anyway, whatever. And I've had the same number of subscribers for literally 8 years. Like the same. Like it doesn't change. Anyway. But the dumbest idea ever. Ice out Minnesota. Okay. So you're saying that ICE is hurting your communities and your businesses and everything so bad. And your wonderful liberal brainiac Marxist idea is to not go to work and to shut down businesses to protest against it? You think that's a great idea? That's about as smart as ideas the thugs, the black thug, BLM, and Marxist Antifa, white Marxist Antifa losers in Minneapolis that that destroyed Target and burnt stuff down over there. And now there's no Target there. They have to go like all the way out in the middle of nowhere to do it. I mean, these people sincerely do not think very well. Because, first of all, you're not going to hurt the federal government any. You think you're going to hurt Trump by shutting your businesses down? You're going to hurt you. You're going to hurt your community. That's like I never understood why these people, they go out and they riot and they burn down their own grocery stores, their own businesses, their own city and everything. You think that's a great idea? Like that's smart? Like you think it's great? They don't really use their brains. But see, when you're so demented by rage and you just believe every single thing that you see, that comes on social media. And everybody knows I'm not a Trump supporter. That's pretty obvious that I'm not. That's fairly obvious for all my videos and everything that I've produced. But anyway, so they think it's a great idea to just go ahead and shut everything down, not work. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't even know if you got a notification. I don't know if anybody did, to be honest with you. But anyway, I thought I'd just say that I'm doing more of these to see if it pushes algorithms and things too, just to see how things play out. But anyway, yeah, when your communities and your businesses are so-called already hurting, it's not a great idea to go ahead and shut businesses down and stop making money. But I guess when you get time to, when you don't have to work for a living and you don't have to make money, or if you're subsidized and you don't have to make money, I guess you don't have to worry about it. But people that actually have to go to work every day and have to make money and they can't play games like that. Right? And all these businesses, I mean, don't you realize also from a business standpoint, it's a really stupid thing to do? Because you've literally turned your business. What you've done is you've literally turned your business into a political arm where maybe half of your customers are never going to come there again because they're ticked off because you don't support ICE or you don't support removing sex offenders, pedophiles, murderers, thieves, all that, right? So they're ticked at you, they're mad at you already, and you're going to lose business. So I don't know, just it doesn't make any sense to me. It's just insanity, really. But I guess that's the way it is. And by the way, that's not a wholesale endorsement for Trump and ICE or anybody else like that, because it's just not. But you can't attack federal officers. You can't start fights. You can't block ICE agents. You can't try to run people down. Police are supposed to maintain order. That's what they're getting paid for. But again, this is the right-left paradigm that's there. Just like, well, anyway, I'll save that for another video. But anyway, so we'll talk about that in another video. Don't miss the broadcast today live, 2 p.m. Central Time. I'll be live again, 2 p.m. Central Time for a full broadcast today. We're going to continue on talking about the Marxist ICE moms, feminism, effeminate men, all that kind of stuff. What's going on in our society today, understanding the connections of all these things. And by the way, all this goes back to the Jesuit order. Even the Black Hebrew or the Black Panthers all goes back to the Jesuit order. All goes back to Rome. It's a spiritual matter. All these things are. And you have one side that's ran by Roman Catholic nationalists, and that's who they are. So they're professional agitators. Then you have the other side, which are Marxists, and they're professional agitators. And then you have people in the middle that are walking the narrow way that hopefully are not deceived by any of it and understand that, this world is not my home. I'm just passing through. But I will say this, that I've seen other countries. I've been to other countries. I know what they do to their people, and I know what happens to them. I thank God for the Baptist Bill of Rights and the First Amendment and living here in America. I absolutely do. America's a crooked place in a lot of ways. Churches are crooked, and I preach against all that. And I'm going to preach against it again today. And I don't trust. I'm not a Trumpster, and I'm not a Marxist. I'm not part of the Hegelian dialectic. All right, everybody, pray for us. Again, pray for our ministry. Pray the Lord provides for us, continues to provide for us, that God would meet our needs and take care of us. And pray that the Lord would bless this Israel trip and bless this documentary and bless To the Jew First, which what we're working on right now, The Dangers of Replacement Theology. And again, if you want to support it, you can go to our website and figure out how, but you can PayPal us at salvationpreacher@gmail.com, or Venmo is Pastor Cooley at iCloud.com, or, Cash App. Go to our website, OPBC, oldpathsbaptistchurch.org. Go there, or email me and pray for us. We could use your prayers. Time's flying by. We're going to be on that plane before we know it in March. It's happening quick. But anyway, we'll see.